You are welcome to LFN What's Your Say? Clearly your number one listening show, where we discuss real issues with real people like you. We are still featuring R. Kelly. Real name, Robert Sylvester Kelly. Also known as the R&B King. In recent years, the topic of justice within the American legal system has reached a fever pitch, capturing public attention through high-profile cases, particularly those involving celebrities. The case of R. Kelly, a beloved American R&B music celebrity, has stirred significant debate, especially after his conviction on charges of misconduct. While the court's decisions have never seemed to be clear, emerging testimonies from legal experts and close confidants cast doubt on the integrity of the evidence presented, insisting that R. Kelly is a victim of false testimonies rather than a perpetrator. R. Kelly, who remains a talented and accomplished figure in the entertainment industry, spent decades building a career that fans and colleagues alike respected and admired. His performances were admired by millions and millions from America and beyond, and his charitable contributions have for sure been well documented. Before his incarceration, R. Kelly was more than a performer because he was a cultural icon who inspired others through his actions both on and off the stage. Unfortunately, that image was dismantled almost overnight with allegations that, according to reliable sources, were never adequately substantiated. Public opinion initially swayed against R. Kelly as the accusations came to light, reflecting a social climate that seeks accountability for such misconduct. Although it is crucial to hold wrongdoers accountable, cases like that of the King of R&B reveal the potential risks of rush-to-judgment attitudes, especially when new information hints at inconsistencies in the testimonies. In a society striving for fair treatment of all parties involved, it is essential to scrutinize the evidence and motivations behind such serious accusations before crucifying someone. R. Kelly's conviction relied heavily on testimony and hearsay, which nonetheless remains the bedrock of many criminal cases. However, subsequent investigations and revelations by the then alleged survivors suggest that some of these testimonies had been manipulated or exaggerated. According to several legal analysts, the prosecution's case showed signs of weak corroboration, with testimonies from alleged victims often contradicting each other. Witnesses who once claimed R. Kelly committed serious violations have since revealed doubts about their own memories, with some, including key witness Azriel Clary, admitting they felt pressured into supporting certain narratives. The accounts often lacked concrete evidence beyond personal assertions, which should have significantly impacted on the reliability of the verdict. The courts in this case seemed to place heavy emphasis on testimonies rather than objective proof. One of the most heartbreaking aspects of this case is the toll it has taken on R. Kelly's family, friends, and closest supporters. Those who know R. Kelly best attest to his character and commitment to ethical behavior. Family members before this conspiracy spoke of a man who dedicated himself to raising awareness for marginalized communities, regularly participating in outreach programs and funding community initiatives. R. Kelly's absence has left a void in the lives of his loved ones, especially his young children, who are being continuously manipulated to turn against him. Reports indicate that his family has faced significant challenges both financially and emotionally due to the nature of the allegations. With limited contact allowed under his current sentencing, R. Kelly's bond with his children has continued to suffer, leaving them grappling with questions they may never fully understand. His loyal friends and colleagues have also publicly voiced their support, asserting that the charges do not align with the person they have known for years. In light of these developments, there seems to be a need for a Bring R. Kelly Back Home campaign targeting at accelerating his release through social media and community forums activities. Fellow supporters argue that R. Kelly deserves a retrial that will consider the emerging evidence that challenges the credibility of the initial testimonies. Organized rallies, social media campaigns, and open letters from notable public figures should now flood the internet like never before, all of which aim to reopen R. Kelly's case and grant him a fair chance to defend his innocence. Leading the movement should be legal advocates who specialize in wrongful convictions and organizations focused on criminal justice reform. The argument remains that cases like R. Kelly's expose the pitfalls of a legal system that can sometimes prioritize convictions over truth, especially in the context of high-profile figures. As more people rally behind R. Kelly, the call for a retrial will definitely become louder and more insistent, placing additional pressure on the judicial system to re-examine the facts. R. Kelly's case should serve as a reminder of the complexities inherent in legal processes, particularly those involving public figures. In a world where reputation can be shattered in seconds, the importance of a thorough and impartial investigation cannot be overstated. While protecting victims' rights is of paramount importance, this should never come at the expense of the accused's right to a fair trial. False allegations harm not only the accused but also undermine the credibility of genuine survivors, making it harder for society to distinguish truth from falsehood. This case prompts us to consider how our legal and societal frameworks can better balance support for survivors with the rights of the accused, because false allegations pose significant consequences. When an innocent person faces wrongful conviction, they suffer irreparable damage and the true offenders remain unpunished. Addressing this requires more robust systems of checks and balances, particularly in cases heavily reliant on testimony. Bringing R. Kelly Back Home campaign would symbolize not just justice for him, but a commitment to refining the cracking American legal process. The campaign to secure a retrial reflects a growing consensus that the evidence against the King of R&B was not as ironclad as initially presented. More importantly, it represents a willingness to address the mistakes that may have led to an unfair conviction. As the movement gains steam, its supporters will continue to call for transparency, thus urging the legal system to carefully evaluate the evidence and testimonies that shaped this case. Bringing R. Kelly back home is about more than vindication for one man, but rather a reminder of our collective responsibility to ensure that justice is served in every case without bias or prejudice. In time, the Supreme Court may decide to revisit R. Kelly's New York case, allowing him a fair trial in light of new evidence. Until then, most of us who believe in his innocence will continue our fight, hoping that the truth will eventually prevail. Thanks for watching this video, a production of LFN Media, giving you another perspective of issues at hand. We make it our business to keep you updated with the truth amidst the cloud of lies the media wants you to believe. It is therefore important that you subscribe to this channel, hit the bell icon and allow all notifications so that you don't miss out whenever we publish a new video.